Good afternoon, Mr. Mayor, honorable members of council, and fellow interested parties. I am Mark Gadulda-Gutrovsky, P.O. Box 50141, Portsmouth, Virginia, and I am submitting these comments on agenda item 20-188, disposition of the Confederate monument. You have styled this request for comments as a public hearing. I object to that characterization. This is a pale shadow of what an actual public hearing would be. This is non-interactive. Being able to submit by email or leaving phone messages for city council members does not have the interactive elements that would occur in an in-person public hearing. It's not that you couldn't come closer to the in-person experience either. It's that the platform you're using does not provide that facility. And that is a choice that you all have made. I consider it an invalid choice. I have encouraged you to revisit the mechanism by which you take public comment, but thus far you have taken no action to improve what you are offering the public. So I submit that anybody who is dissatisfied, as I am, with this particular means of expressing ourselves to influence your opinion may choose at a later date to invalidate or to seek to invalidate those actions you've taken, not only on this occasion, but in previous occasions since the declaration of the state of emergency. Secondly, under the act of the General Assembly that gave you the ability to make a decision about monuments within our locality, you had more than one option for proceeding. 15.2-1812B is the paragraph of Virginia State Code that you are acting under, holding a public hearing, but you also had an option to have an advisory referendum in the very next subsection, section C. I believe that a matter of this import to our community deserves to have the widest possible participation in the outcome. And an advisory referendum would in fact get a better sense of where the community is in regard to this particular matter than a public hearing. I expect that there may be 30 to 40 comments at best submitted by email or telephone message. But were this put to a referendum, you would have tens of thousands of responses in all likelihood. And that would definitely provide a better sense of what community sentiment is. So I would ask you to revisit this issue to when you come to voting on the resolution, I would ask that you set the resolution aside and establish the referendum as provided for in Code Section 15.2-1812C. Lastly, I want to say for the record that I believe the right course of action in regard to the monument is to remove it from the public square and set it up in a cemetery or memorial area, housing like monuments. I believe that would be more fitting than the current location. Thank you very much.